A lot of fellows have said, okay, so what's the RSA going to do then? You know, if I come with my project and I've got 6 fellows and we all want to talk about this, you know, I want to get it on the RSA's agenda, I want you to do a project about it, I want there to be a lecture about it. It's much more focused around what the RSA can give them in terms of money or in terms of... But to try and turn that round and think, no, it's more about what we can support you to do. This is your project. Take ownership. You know, this is you as part of the RSA, not the RSA being this building. It's more that the RSA is almost kind of conceptually imagined now.
It feels to me like the top level stuff, the top level sort of attitudinal shift, and the sort of general discussion between, or the tenor of the discussion between us and the fellowship, I think has changed. And has become much more positive and much more sort of, well, what can we do together and how can we make that work and what would that look like? I think that hasn't yet really translated into lots and lots of delivery. I think I would have liked at this point there to be more activity amongst, more sort of self-directed activity amongst the fellowship. I mean, it still feels to me there's a bit of a sort of bottleneck in John Adams Street, and that it's still functioning slightly as fellows saying, well, we want the RSA to do this, and can you know, have you got some people who can do this sort of project or this sort of... And that's fine, and that's an interesting and useful conversation, but I think we haven't quite cracked that thing of them, so instead of them saying, well, I think the RSA should do Project X, them saying, well, we are the RSA, so why don't we get together and do this?
I've spent quite a lot of my time trying to, I don't know, cross-pollinate, actually, because there's been a bit of a tendency for people to want to pursue their project, even though their project has an awful lot, in fact, just about everything in common with somebody else's project. And it's sort of trying to get people to sort of cross-fertilise, if you want to put it that way. And
It's a network.
Well, yeah, to act as a network. You know, there seems to be a tendency amongst perhaps it's certain personalities who they want to sort of feel that deep sense of ownership. And it's something which, if I was honest, I've had to fight in myself as well, because sometimes I've seen a really good idea and I thought, that's actually the good part of this idea. If only we could get rid of all the crap. But I don't know. I'm still struggling a little bit with that because, you know, I think we're a bit worried about sort of finding ourselves in a sea of mediocrity rather than condensing the really good stuff and sort of refining it and concentrating it.